Hello everybody, this is Ed, and welcome back to another episode of what is the name of this series? Escaping the Nether, goodness me. Sometimes you just try and succeed in life and your brain just has an absolute desire to crush you down. And speaking of desire, as you can see, I'm starting to clear away some of this nether brick. What is this stuff? Netherrack. I just want to clear out the area because I realize that although I have a functioning base, it is not the most useful of bases right about now. So I'm going to clear away this, I'm going to open up this area, I'm going to break my pickaxe, and I'm going to expand. I'm going to make myself a potions room so I can brew some potions with what little amount of water I have. I have 3 buckets of water, and I thought that was ready. Okay, this one looks ready. I think that bit of hay is ready there. Yep, we got hay. Fantastic. That's the first bit of hay I've harvested yet. That's definitely not. Okay, so yeah, gonna have a potions room. I've got a total of 9 potions being able to be brewed, so I may as well use those 9 potions. I need to be very careful with what I brew here, and I'm thinking, I could do like a potion of strength or, there's a few I could do down here, but I think potion of regeneration and potion of fire protection are going to be my 2 most important. I don't think I'm going to be able to find watermelon seeds in the nether, so a potion of healing I can't get, but a potion of regeneration, that's the closest we're going to have to healing. So I'm going to make myself one of those. And I've got a gas tier already, so that's not going to be difficult. And magma creams shouldn't be too difficult to come across. I know I've got 1. Fire protection is probably the most important because all I need is to fall off into a big vat of lava and then it's game over. Which is what... I didn't fall into lava last attempt, but I did fall down and die, unfortunately. So anyway, I'm going to fix up my nether wart farm because the L shape is not the most streamlined to have at the moment, but I will deal with that a bit later. I also remembered I have chicken eggs, and I'm hoping to have some chickens down here because A, I need the meat, and B, I need the feathers in case I need to take out ghasts. But my main concern is the meat for the time being. I can always just avoid the attack from ghasts, but being able to attack blaze from a distance, goodness me, I'm going through the pickaxes quickly. Being able to attack blazes from a distance, that is my main advantage right about now. My main desire, the advantage I would like to have. Oh boy, it's been a long day. It's been a long week actually, I must admit. But that's okay. It's okay. That's what life's all about. It's about having ups and downs, busy weeks and quiet weeks. Though the older you get, the more busier it seems, that's for sure. I remember the day when I was a young boy in high school. During the summer holidays, I would sit at home playing, Fallout 2 for hours on end, never being able to finish that game. I still haven't finished that game, but out of all the games I wish I could finish, Fallout 2 would probably be the one I would like to get done. But that's by the by. So, we're going to open up this area here, and while we're opening up, I'm going to get back to the holiday I had. But first I'm going to talk to you about a little experience I got to experience. I had to go underneath the house. My house, the house that I'm living in. I don't own this house, but I like to say it's my house. Went underneath the house because the supporting pillars... Oh, there's a wasp at the window, sorry. There's the supporting pillars underneath the house for our office area and our formal dining room area. They have shifted, I should say. They have had shifted. And as a result... the floorboards and the supporting beams running up under the floorboards were sagging, and every time you took a step in either room, the entire room would shake. And in the formal dining room, with stacks of plates in the cupboards, every time you took a step you just heard rattle, rattle, rattle. It was very unsettling. And there you go. This is our little alcove for the chickens. This is very unsettling. To think that, okay, come on, chickens. Oh, come on, just one. I just want one. Okay, we got one. Fantastic. Let's see if we get any more. One's a good start. Okay, 2. We can breed 2. So far, so good. 3. 4. Any more? I had the worst luck with trying to hatch eggs. Okay, 5. 6? No 6. Okay, damn. Oh well. You know what? I'm thinking it was foolish of me to not actually have a real pen here, and to use the wall, because I have the terrible luck of chickens getting stuck in the wall and dying. So you know what? I'm going to build a pen around them. Now that I've thought about it, I wish I'd done it beforehand, but you know what? We can't turn back time. So anyway, where was I? Ah, yes. So 2 of the rooms in the house, they shook every time you took a step. It was very unsettling. It's been like that for years, and I'm surprised it hasn't had kind of extensive damage of, imploding floors. But, hey, they tried to escape. No escaping now, chickens. You're there for life. Until death. So, went underneath the house. I had to take my car jack, because that's the only thing strong enough that I could use to essentially wedge in between where the pillows now were and where the supporting beam is underneath the floor. So I'd wedge it in there, rock up, what's what I'm looking for? I don't know. Spin. If you ever... Oh, I need to get rid of that lava as quick as possible. There we go. Well, if you've ever used a car jack, you know what I mean. I opened up the car jack so it's raised the floorboards so it's not sagging anymore. And then I would... Come on, chicken. Why do they not move out of the way? They're always where you don't want them to be. Yeah, look, see? I want to put it there, and there's one right there. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to try this from the outside. It seems to be the... Oh, they're all heading towards that area now, for goodness sakes. Okay, come on, little chickens. Oh, good, we're back to 3 chickens in the, that is the, still on 3. Oh my goodness, come on. You know what, I'm gonna dig around this for the time being, in case they do glitch through the fence. At least they won't get suffocated in the wall. So, we'll just have a little buffer in between the wall and the fence there. So, anyway, as I was saying, I used the car jack, raised the floorboards, and then using bits of spare brick and other things that were underneath the house, Oh, they're still there. Come on, guy. Come on. Shoo. If you don't make me... Okay, I'm going to do the seeds. What a right pain. But yeah, got the floorboards up. There. Now stay over here. Stay there. Stay there. Okay, quick. Oh, of course I didn't leave it on my hot bar. What a silly thing. Sorry, I did leave it on my hot bar, but I didn't... Doesn't matter. Goodness me, I'm all over the place with my thought process right about now. So, floors were done. It's not the most comfortable thing, crawling underneath the house. It is very small, dark, and cobwebby. Lots of spider webs down there, but there's no spiders. So I guess they just moved in there and realised what a terrible decision it was to take up residency underneath a home. It was very uncomfortable. Even with knee pads on, I still managed to get really grazed knees. It was, yeah, not a fun experience, but now both rooms don't shake every time you take a step, so I'm happy about that. And I'm happy that I got my pen made. I want to just fill in this roof here because that's where I took away the quartz. Was it quartz? It was quartz, yeah. There's not much else that really grows in the nether. I mean, other ores in the nether. But yes, that was my adventure underneath the house. A fun adventure, nonetheless. Okay, so let's get on to the holiday. That's right, the holiday. I was talking about visiting... We just visited Greece. We were just at Athens. Of course, we saw the Colosseum. We saw all the sites that people went to see. Just trying to think where... There was a particular place, I think it was Athens, where... It was in Athens, because it was like we were in the city and everything was just kind of like either closed or things that we didn't really want to have a look at. It was just kind of everyday stores that weren't really touristy. And we were a bit concerned. It was like, oh, Athens doesn't seem that good of a place to visit. Wait, Colosseum? Colosseum? I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of me. I was looking at Rome thinking the Colosseum. I am such a doofus. There's no Colosseum in Athens. Goodness me. What did I look at in Athens? No, we looked at something else, and now I just can't remember what it was. It was a huge structure. It was a decent sized structure. goodness me. See, this is how tired I am. My brain is just not working with me here. It was from ancient Greece, obviously. I just cannot remember. It was like an archway, but I do apologise. My brain is not performing at its best, at its peak. So anyway, we found the touristy section in Athens eventually, and we went down the strip of shopping centres, came across a lot of cool things, got to learn about the history of Medusa. Turned out she wasn't a bad what was she? God, demigod, angel? Who knows? Greek angel, whatever she was before. And then because of jealousy, she got transformed into the hideous monster that people know her best for, which is the kind of serpent lady with serpent hair that turns everybody to stone. There we go. Now that is a more appropriate way to have nether wart set up. I'm so embarrassed that I thought I got Greece and Rome mixed up, because thinking a lot about Rome. Rome was a very nice place, and I was very happy to visit it, and you can't not remember the Colosseum. So I'm just more embarrassed that I just, for some reason, was thinking that. Though Greek mythology and Roman mythology are very intertwined, very close together. I forget who ripped off who, but yeah, that's okay. That's by the by. That's not my fight to fight. Damn, I'm going through picks like a maniac here. I'm just going to open up my farm a little bit more so I can be continuously growing. I've got the dirt, and I want to make sure that I'm not going to run out of food anytime soon. But I think with the chickens and the wheat, it should be okay. I should be okay. Oh, and the mushrooms, of course. Did I grab mushrooms in this world? I don't know, but I know there are mushrooms growing nearby. So, anyway, yes. Yeah, Greece. Lovely place. Very enjoyable place to visit. After we left Greece... Oh, that's right. In Athens, we went to a Greek restaurant, and we made the biggest mistake of ordering pasta there. The one thing I and my wife had no idea, because we both love pasta, and we discovered that the Maltese people do really good pizza, so it's like, oh, surely Greek people can do really good pasta. I don't know why we didn't eat Greek food. Very silly of us. We should have. I mean, I love lamb. Lamb is like my number one go-to as far as food goes. Meat goes, anyway. And so ordered pasta. That was a big mistake. It tasted horrible. Absolutely horrible. And I spoke to my stepfather. My mother remarried, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. No, less than that. Between 7 and 8 years ago. And I spoke to my stepfather, and he's like, yeah, and he's Italian, and he said that, yes, the Greeks do a very unusual version of pasta. So I don't know if that's, just a thing, or if it was just that restaurant we went to, but he seemed to know all about this whole Greek pasta thing being something that you don't do. Oh man, this hoe is definitely worn out, so I'm going to make another one. You worn out, hoe? That was me trying to be gangster. Tried to. Oh dear, that was almost as bad as me trying to remember what famous architectural buildings, what famous historical landmarks are in Greece. But yes, the restaurant, if you're going to go to Greece, order proper Greek food. Don't eat Italian food, that's just silly. Order the Italian food when you're either in Malta or Italy. I guess Malta being so close to Italy, no wonder they can do good pizza. Anyway, so yes, we left Athens, bought a few things there, nothing too serious. After Athens, we had, don't forget, if in case you're new to the series, my wife and I were on a cruise ship, and so we had 2 days at sea on the cruise where we just relaxed and drank alcohol and saw their live shows and all types of things, and read books. And after that, we went to Rome, where the Colosseum is. I got that one right, at least. So I went to Rome, great place to visit, very enjoyable, lovely, lovely place. I'm just trying to think, what did we do in Rome? We visited the Vatican. I remember that. The Vatican was a nice place to go to. I got into a heated discussion with a shop owner in the Vatican because she was a very rude lady with a lot of attitude, and my way of trying to alleviate a tense situation, and it just seems weird to me that a shop owner would be very rude and you know, you want to be nice to your customers because they're the ones that are making sure your shop stays open. And even when, I mean, I've worked in a shop before, and even when I've worked in a shop, even if I'm having a bad day, if a customer comes in, you give them your best because that's what they want and that's what they should expect. So, had this lady come in, I came in, and she was very, I'm trying to think of a nice way of putting this. She just had a lot of attitude, and she wasn't too keen on serving us at all. And it's not like we were even asking her questions. We found what we wanted, and we went up to her and was like, at the register, was like, "Can we get these, please?" And she was like, she didn't even say anything to us. Again, I mean, customer service 101, you've at least got to say hello. And so I made a comment, which I normally do. It's partly because I'm a bit of a smarty pants, and partly because, as I say before, my way of alleviating tension is just to kind of be playful and make jokes. She took it the wrong way, and she got very, very angry with us. And essentially, yeah, we just had to leave. I'm surprised we even got our money. I should have asked to speak to a manager, but I don't want to be one of those people. I don't want to be a Karen, for goodness sake, even if the place has got bad customer services. It's one thing. If a shop has got bad customer service, then they're not going to last. You know, it doesn't matter how good the food is, or food in a shop. I guess no, you do buy food in a shop. It doesn't matter how good the products are, even though the products in there were pretty lousy. It was a cheap, tacky, touristy store. Like every 10 meters there was like a new one of those places. So, ooh, apples. I forgot you get apples and sticks from trees. I'll eat the apples and keep the sticks. And I'll grab the saplings as well. Anything fall down there? And yeah, okay, we're good. So, yes, Vatican. But I didn't go into the Vatican, but I got to drink Vatican water because everywhere in the Vatican there's taps to refill your water bottles, and thank goodness for that, because my golly, it was a hot, sunny day at the Vatican, and we were zombie pigman. This is my place, dude, not yours. Anyway, I got myself some nether brick, yeah, to decorate. This is going to be where I'm going to put my potions at, my brewing stand and cauldron and whatnot. Anyway, so yeah, visited Rome. What else did we see in Rome besides the Colosseum, which is apparently in Greece now? We went. I'm trying to think. There was a huge building, but I didn't get the name of it. It was absolutely massive. Not too far from the Colosseum, maybe about, I don't know, it was about a 10-minute walk, and it had like these, it was absolutely huge. It had fountains out the front. On top, it had, on either side of the building, it had, just looking at it, thinking about doing a design for the torches here, because that looks a bit boring, doesn't it? Yes, it most certainly does. It was a massive building. It had like 2 women on chariots, statues, not real women in chariots, statues of women in chariots on the top of this building, and it was a gorgeous looking building. It was absolutely stunning. I forget the name of it though, and I'm not really good with names full stop. I'm just going to shrink down this area here. There we go. Okay, we're going to fill that in. 3 by 3. That seems good. But yes, Rome was lovely. Absolutely loved Rome. We went to the big fountain that everyone goes to. Again, names eluding me right about now. You know what? I'm just gonna... How am I gonna do this? Yeah, I think I will do this actually. Have a little indent for the wall here to put the torch in. It might give it a bit more of a... Just a bit more of a design. Different design. There we go. Okay, let's put a torch in. Yeah, that looks good. I'm happy with that. Zombie pigmen, what do you think? Chickens, do you like it? Oh, okay. Running away from me like I'm some type of creep. The only problem is I can't do it on the wall here because of the farm. It's only one thick. No. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so, yeah, went to the massive fountain, had an amazing Italian meal in Rome in this kind of underground, lovely Italian restaurant. There we go. I'm just going to seal this up because I heard a ghast, and I don't want a ghast to see me through that and shoot at me. Anyway, oh goodness me, time is ticking on. I better say goodbye. Thank you everyone for joining me. Take care, live long, live well, look after yourselves, and I'll continue next time.